What was the Der Blaue Reiter group? If you're curious about the early 20th century art scene, you might have heard of a group called Der Blaue Reiter or the Blue Reiter. But what exactly was this group, and how did it shape the art world? Der Blaue Reiter was not a traditional art movement or school, but rather a loose association of artists who came together in Germany between 1911 and 1914. The group was co-founded by two influential artists, Wassily Kandinsky, a Russian painter, and Franz Marc, a German painter. These artists were part of an earlier group called the Neue Künstlervereinigung München, New Artists Association of Munich, but they left due to disagreements over artistic direction. Kandinsky, Marc, and other artists like Gabriele Munter and Alfred Cuban decided to form their own group to showcase their work and ideas. The name Der Blaue Reiter comes from a painting by Kandinsky, and it symbolizes the creative energy and spiritual aspirations of the group. The horse represented this energy, the rider symbolized the artist controlling it, and the color blue signified the spiritual. One of the key events that marked the beginning of Der Blaue Reiter was their first exhibition in December 1911 at the Modern Gallery Tannhäuser in Munich. This show featured works by 14 artists, including Kandinsky, Marc, Henry Rousseau, and David Berliuk. The exhibition was a mix of styles, but it highlighted the group's interest in free experimentation and spiritual expression. The group's second exhibition, held in February 1912, was even more extensive, featuring over 300 works by more than 30 international artists. This included notable figures like Paul Klee, André Derain, and Pablo Picasso. These exhibitions showcased the group's diverse styles, influenced by various movements such as Cubism, Futurism, and folk art. Der Blaue Reiter also published an almanac in May 1912, edited by Kandinsky and Marc. This almanac included essays, musical scores by composers like Arnold Schoenberg, and reproductions of works from primitive and folk art. It was a significant document that spread the group's ideas and influenced modern art. The group's artistic approach was characterized by a desire to express spiritual truths through their work. They believed in the connection between visual art and music, the symbolic associations of color, and a spontaneous, intuitive approach to painting. Kandinsky, in particular, was searching for a spiritual language in art, believing that colors and forms could purify the soul. Despite their short existence, Der Blaue Reiter had a profound impact on modern art. The group disbanded with the outbreak of World War I, which saw the deaths of key members like Franz Marc and August Mackie. Kandinsky returned to Russia, and other members scattered across Europe. In the years following, some of the former members of Der Blaue Reiter, including Kandinsky, Lionel Feininger, Paul Klee, and Alexej von Jawlensky, formed a new group called Die Blaue Vier, the Blue Four. However, this group did not have the same influence as Der Blaue Reiter. Today, the legacy of Der Blaue Reiter is celebrated in museums and art collections around the world, particularly at the Städtische Gallery in the Lenbach House in Munich, which houses an extensive collection of their works. The group's innovative and expressive approach to art continues to inspire artists and art enthusiasts alike.